Yo, guys, welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. As always, like, share, and subscribe. I'm back, man. I'm back. Listen, man, it's been a long time. Been out due to some sickness, but I'm back now. Here we go, man. And listen, man, what a game to come back to. Arsenal visited the Vitality Stadium today to take on Bournemouth. And before the game, I thought to myself, 3 points. It's 3 points. I knew, Saka was out, but Sterling had come in. I said, okay, that's a decent replacement. Timber obviously is out injured, but Ben White's back from injury, like for like change. And listen, but the one thing that bothered me is when I saw the midfield trio, Declan Rice, Partey, and Mikel Merino. Now, for me, I saw that and I thought, where the hell is the creativity going to come from in that midfield? You've got three defensive-minded players in the midfield. There's no creativity. And it looked like Merino was playing in the 10/the 8. Partey and Rice played that double pivot. And there was just nothing. There was nothing going forward to the front three of Sterling, Havertz, and Trossard. I was confused. Listen, I've been asking for Waneri to start in that 10 position for a while. We've seen what he did when he came on against Leicester. As soon as you get the ball, he drives at defenders. We've seen him in the Carabao Cup getting the ball and creating for the forward line players. We've seen it. He's young, he's fearless. Give him a chance, give him an opportunity to start. But to me, it just seems Arteta's not ready to trust him yet. You throw in someone like Merino, who I think today was out of his depth. Looked so much out of his depth today. He looked slow, very, very slow. I heard a few fans today calling him a 6-foot-plus version of Jorginho. And to be honest, he didn't really do much today to warrant anything. I mean, to be fair, he wasn't even playing in his natural position, but he just looked like he got overrun all the time. And yeah, Bournemouth were good. Bournemouth pressed well. They matched our game today. They were the better team. They cut us off at the neck. We didn't really get too many chances. And listen, the game started off pretty equal. Wasn't too bad. Bit of back and forth. Semenyo was quality as always. Bournemouth looked all right, but Trossard, this is where it turned. Trossard plays a poor ball back, and just past the halfway line, Saliba pulls down Evan Nilsson. I've seen a lot of fans complaining about it, saying, "Oh, it's on the halfway line, and Ben White could have got back and covered." But listen, shoulda, woulda, coulda. It was poor. I would rather have let him go with the pace Saliba has. Try and catch up with him. With Ben White cutting across, catching up with him. Raya, I had faith, and even if Evan Nilsson did score from that, we've still got 11 men. We're still still intact. And we go again. We come back. We've shown a few times this season where we've conceded goals and we've come back. But that's 3 sending-offs now in the first 8 games to key players. Now, Saliba's going to miss the game next Sunday against Liverpool. It's going to be crucial. So, in my head, I thought, you know what? Because Bournemouth they were creating, but they weren't being clinical, right? So I thought to myself, okay, you know what? Listen, you got Calafiori, you got White, and you got Gabriel as a back three, and then you got Declan Rice, who could drop back and cover when we're defending, and then Merino, Partey drop back. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, okay, we'll keep it like that. Mikel Arteta decides to take off Raheem Sterling, who I thought he was just getting into the game. Sterling was just getting into the game, He's made a few decent runs, put in a few decent balls, just getting into the game. What does he do? He takes him off and brings on Jakub Kiwior. I don't think he should have done that. You know, at that moment, we weren't particularly getting overrun either. So for him to take off Sterling, the only forward line player that was actually making certain things happen at the time, I think was the wrong decision by Arteta. And then basically we were just on the back foot for most of the game. On the back foot, we weren't really too good. You know, their goal came a brilliant, well worked corner, and then they scored to make it 1-0. But you know, a couple minutes before that, Martinelli, who had come off a Trossard, a couple minutes before that, Martinelli had a beautiful chance to make it 1-0. A poor finish. The keeper read him. Kepa read what his body language. You knew what Martinelli was going to do. You knew where he was going to hit it, and it was comfortable. It was a comfortable save. Trossard in that position, I think, is a lot more clinical. I think Trossard probably would have scored, and it would have been a different game. But no, they went up the other end, scored from the corner. And from then, it seemed like it was just damage limitation. There weren't really much going on. Then Kiwior plays a poor back pass to David Raya was short. Raya brings down the attacker. Penalty, Justin Kluivert makes it 2-0. And at that point, you're just looking, you're like, we're not going to come back because there's no creativity on the pitch. So what does Arteta decide to do? He then brings on Jesus and he then brings on Waneri. And you're looking at it and you're thinking, it's too late. It's too late. It's way too late. So, you know, it was just a poor game. Absolutely poor game. And listen, we got to go again next week against Liverpool. Interested to see if Timber's going to be back for that game against Liverpool. Hopefully. Saka should be back. I don't think we can play as badly against Liverpool as we did today. Being at home as well, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I don't think we're going to get overrun against Liverpool. But listen, what can we do, man? But listen, I'm back. Like, share, subscribe. And we just go again, man. It's our first loss this season. We're still in touching distance of the top. Man City obviously play tomorrow against Wolves. Liverpool play Chelsea tomorrow. If them two teams win, they do extend their lead over us. And that means we'll have to go to Liverpool. Well, Liverpool will have to come to us next week and we'll have to win to keep close to them, because we don't want to start dropping points and, you know, falling behind at such an early stage, you know. Try and keep it close. So when Odegaard comes back and, you know, we got the full team, you know, up to par again, up to full strength, we can then mount a charge beyond Christmas. But listen, man, I still got faith. There's a lot of games to go. I'm not going to have a meltdown. It's only 8 games gone. Still plenty of time. So let's go, man. On to Liverpool next week. First week, we're going to Europe. Shakhtar the next. Should be a good game at home in the week. So let's try and get a win, bounce back, get the confidence back for next weekend. All right, out.